Another neighborhood skirmish as the team from 5A looks to avenge last season's loss to the guys from 4A. Good evening, high school hoops aficionados, and welcome to Broomfield High School, ironically located in Broomfield, Colorado. Tonight's game, the Legacy Lightning versus the Eagles of Broomfield. I'm Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams. Thanks for tuning in to high school basketball on Channel 8. And Justin, we have a team in Broomfield that has their sights set on a state title. They fell a little short last year. And along the way, they defeated Legacy by 22 points. Legacy really would like to get back on track this year and hand it to Broomfield.
Well, let's start number one with Broomfield. Broomfield was 25-2 last season. Lost in the final four, actually, at the Coors Event Center to a great Sierra team. But the thing about Broomfield is they're expected to be here. They're expected to get themselves back into the championship game. Preseason rank number 2, that's where they want to be. When you talk about Legacy, they were 7-17 last season, a team in a rebuilding phase. But I tell you what, this is a team that is a fighting squad. They're going to be very tough to beat.
They're a scrappy team, but if they want to win tonight, Legacy's really going to have to shoot a nice percentage.
Well, it's important for Legacy to come out and shoot strong and start off strong earlier in the game. And what they run is they run a dribble drive offense. What that means is they dribble a lot into the paint, opening up free three-point shooters for the guys overall.
And when you look at Broomfield, they have a distinct size advantage. I'm no basketball expert, Justin. Well, I am. But I would suggest that head coach Terrence Dunn of Broomfield pound the ball inside.
Well, the biggest guy that you have on Legacy is 6'3". When you have Broomfield, they have 6'5", and the guys are still growing. They have a great presence inside. That's where Broomfield wants to go in order to win this game.
You also mentioned Legacy needs to get off to a good start. If they fall behind early, this crowd can be ruthless.
Well, you already see the student section has been here an hour before tip-off. It's amazing what happens here. It's important for Legacy to come out strong, have a great start to quiet down the crowd a bit, and stay in this game.
And I just checked, they're still here. Should be a good one. A neighborhood battle as Legacy takes on Broomfield. The starting lineups and the opening tip right after this. And the teams are warming up here at Broomfield High as Legacy takes on Broomfield. It's time for the starting lineups for Legacy. They come in at 2-1. They played in the Grand Junction Central tournament over the weekend. They beat Grand Junction Central. They also beat Delta, losing to Grand Junction. So they're 2-1 on the year, and they will go with a 3-guard lineup. Andrew Hebel, number 3, a 5'11 junior, is one guard. Number 15, Travis Baum, a 5'11 senior, is another guard. And Eo Menges, number 20, a 6-foot junior, is the third guard. The 2 forwards for the Lightning, number 25, Mitch McCall, averages 17 points a game. He's a 6'1 senior. And Jacob Royer, number 33, a 6'3 junior. Legacy coached by Gunnar Johnson in his 3rd season at the helm. Before Legacy, he coached at Holy Family. For the Broomfield Eagles, they come in at 1-1. In the tournament at Highlands Ranch, they defeated Lincoln and lost to Highlands Ranch, so they're 1-1. They will go with Alex Wilson, a 5'9 senior at one guard spot, number 3. The other guard is Chad Jukala, number 0. That would be my scoring average in high school. Jukala, 6'1 senior. The setter, Dan Purse, 6'5 senior. And he's the setter. The 2 forwards, number 11, Spencer Reeb, 6'5 senior. And number 22, Alec McLean, a 6'4 junior who averages 13 points a game. And there's a little animosity regarding young Mr. McLean and Legacy.
Well, yes, he came from, actually played last year at Legacy and then went over to Broomfield. So very interesting. saw that Broomfield was a team that has an opportunity, as all teams, but has a legit shot at the state title, so he went over there.
So there are the Legacy Lightning in the road navy blue, Broomfield in the home white. A year ago, Legacy hosted this game, and it was Broomfield 68, Legacy 46. Our officials tonight, the referee is Cody Fulmer, the umpires Jim Beers and Rob Patchett.
At this time, I would like to invite everyone to stand.
And right now it's time for the national anthem.
This is our national anthem.
And that was a well-sung national anthem. Outstanding job.
You're telling me you couldn't do any better, BR?
I could not even come close to that, but I would try to sing it with as much pride as she did.
That's good.
I wish I knew her name. I don't know her name. I would have liked to give the young lady credit. So maybe our broadcast assistant, Chris O'Neill, can get her name and we can give her credit. Send Chris on a little journey.
Nothing wrong with that.
And you got to love the spirit of the Broomfield student section, holding up the newspapers when the Legacy team is being introduced. So,
well, you know what? You also have, I guess, a couple of the players' faces are cut out. I mean, it's a beautiful scene to see the student section for Broomfield on a Tuesday night come out and support their team.
Well, in the opening, Justin, we mentioned it's imperative for Legacy to get off to a good start.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want to play sluggish basketball early on because then you could get buried.
And that was one of the keys to the game that I have. First of all, starting off with Legacy, and for Legacy, it's just to weather the storm, weather the early storm. And, Broomfield is going to come out very strong. They're on their home court. You want to weather the first 5 minutes of this game. You want to make sure that you're still in the basketball game. Keep it between 5 and 10 points. And if you're, and also get the ball down to McCall and Hempel. Those are your two guys who scored the most points. Your two big boppers. You got to get them to those guys, get the ball to them very early.
Well, Chris got her name. The young lady who sang the anthem, Sarah Kochevar.
There you go.
Good job by Sarah.
Yeah, and then if you go to Broomfield, I mean, the keys to the game there is very simple. Start fast. They struggle in the first half. They actually, in practice, Coach Dunn had the team not dribble. They had to practice doing cuts down the lane. And what that does is it really helps them learn how to move without the basketball and to have better shots and to take better shots overall. That's what's really going to help out Broomfield in this game.
And Broomfield needs to take advantage of their size. Broomfield starts 4 seniors and a junior. Legacy, they start 3 juniors and 2 seniors. The head coach of Broomfield, Terrence Dunn, in his 5th year. He played his high school ball at Poudre High School, also coached there for a while before coming to Broomfield. He was an assistant here for several years. And overall, his record 88-18 here at Broomfield. Not bad.
Pretty tough place to win, especially with him at the helm. So, take a look at this student section. Isn't this amazing? They're ready to go for this game, Bill. Should be an exciting one.
I think they had a little caffeine before the broadcast. So here we go. Broomfield will go right to left in this first half. Jumping center will be Mitch McCall for Legacy. And Dan Purse, who we saw make some pretty darn good plays on the football field this year. He'll jump for Broomfield. And the ball is controlled by Jukala. McLean for three. Hello there. Alec McLean buries a three. And a good start for Broomfield.
And McLean averages 13 points per game, so it's a very good start for him.
And a baseline floater by Hebel. And that makes it 3-2.
Well, Hebel, he averages 15.3 points per game. You know, this is the start. I mean, we're only a couple seconds into the game, but just the answer back there is very huge for Legacy early.
McLean no good, but the offensive board controlled by Broomfield. That was Jukala on the rebound. Baseline drive by McLean. So it's Alec McLean 5, Legacy 2.
McLean just using the baseline there, getting a very easy layup. Legacy is going to have to shore up their defense.
Man-to-man D. Off the glass too hard by Mengist, but the follow is good. Jacob Royer with the basket. Check that, Mitch McCall with the basket.
Yeah, Mitchell McCall, and you see early on the two big scorers for Legacy getting scores early on in the game. So it's good to see those two guys get on the scoreboard early.
Purse the rebound for two.
There's that height advantage that we talked about earlier, Bill. Able to get that offensive rebound, easy putback for Purse. The 6'5 senior made a lot of great plays out there on the football field for Broomfield this year for Coach Davies.
Both teams man-to-man defense. Long-range jumper is no good by Hebel. And we've got a whistle inside. And it will go against Broomfield. Spencer Reeb, his first. And that's the first foul of the game. So to the free throw line is Jacob Royer. And he'll shoot a pair. As a team, Legacy just 50% at the line through 3 games.
Oh, and there you go, your first miss of the game. And you know, when you're the underdog like the way that Legacy is, every point counts, especially the ones at the charity stripe.
Legacy head coach Gunnar Johnson can't figure out his team's poor free throw shooting so far, as that one drops.
Well, there you go, 50%.
Right on target. But he said he's tried everything in practice to get him to shoot free throws better. Might be a mental thing. For 3 is Wilson, no good, and here comes Legacy. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it will be Legacy ball.
Again, you can see early, Legacy is weathering the storm. Exactly what I brought up earlier in the game as one of the key points. Only a couple minutes into this game, but they're still, you know, very much so into it. You know, it could have been easy for them to fold after the opening 3-point basket.
Bomb to McCall, launches a 3, back rim. And the ball's controlled by Legacy. Baseline shot, air ball, hoisted up by Hebel. And McLean for Broomfield. Pass is broken up, but Jukala gets the rebound, follows again, no good, and a foul.
And Bill, that's where the height advantage comes in as a E.O. Mengist. I mean, just too small to get the rebound there, only at 6 foot. Trying hard there, couldn't bring it down. So you just fouled Jukala there. He goes to the line shooting 2.
So Chad Jukala, 6'1 senior. He'll have one more. There's a good shot of Terrence Dunn talking to Alec McLean. Fans still filing in. Front rim, but Jukla gets his own rebound. And that's unacceptable if you're Legacy.
Well, you're always taught to defend as we get a traveling violation there. You're always taught when you're at the free throw line, the first guy that you want to box out is the free throw shooter. He should never get the ball.
So a 3-point advantage for the Eagles.
And there's
double
a trap,
team on the sideline.
Trapping, and so, there.
5 seconds. Or he may have stepped on the sideline.
Well, you know what, and there, even though it's early in the game, take a timeout. Every possession is very valuable to games like this. You never want to get the ball to the corner of the court.
And a steal by Baum. Blocked by Jukla.
You have to convert when you get a steal like that.
Wilson in a little difficulty, and he gets it to McLean. Down the lane. Finds Purse out of bounds.
Yeah,
maybe a little too unselfish.
Well, you know what, and that's something that was practice, is just to be unselfish, is what they went through yesterday. But sometimes it's better for you to take the shot and to be selfish a little bit. It's okay.
Jesse Jacobson, a 6'2 senior, comes in, replacing Jacob Royer. And entering the ball game, Tyler Gibson. Gibson, a 5'11 senior, he replaces Travis Baum. First substitutions of the evening.
Interested to see here what Legacy can pull out. Bringing out a new offense here. A lot of dribble drive, three-point shooters, and there you go.
Hello there, Mitch McCall with the 3, and we're knotted at 8.
Not surprising there. Again, he leads Legacy in shooting, 17.3 points per game as he gets the rebound off the miss.
Reeb the miss on that one, and here come the Lightning. Shot is blocked. Wilson with the rejection on Hebel. Hebel will exit. Nico Ball comes in. Ball, a 5'5 junior for Legacy. Substitutions also for Broomfield, as checking in is Jason Dupree, a 6'5 senior. And also Parker Erickson, a 6'1 junior, in for Broomfield. So Nico Ball touches the ball for the first time. Baseline pass intercepted by Dupree. So the turnover, here come the Eagles.
Tough entry pass there, Bill.
And we've got a foul on Legacy. Nico Ball with the hold, his first, team's second.
Well, you know what? It's good to see Legacy come out here and just be scrappy. You're already, under advantage with height, so come out and scrap for every loose ball.
Spencer Reeb, he also played football for Gary Davies here at Broomfield. Right corner pass. Back to Reeb on the give and go, and a travel.
Yeah, it's an unforced turnover there on the traveling call. But again, Legacy being scrappy, playing very hard defense.
To the free throw line is Gibson. Now Mengist has it to McCall. McCall is a nice looking shot. We'll see if they try to get him free in three-point land again.
Well, with the dribble drive, you're able to get inside the lane and to find McCall. And McCall has been open.
And we have a foul on Broomfield. Mengist was fouled. And that call is on Parker Erickson, a 6'1 senior.
Another important thing to note, this is not like college basketball, the NBA. There is no shot clock here. So again, for Legacy, make sure you go and get the best shot. You don't have to force anything.
From the corner for 3, an air ball fired up by Gibson. And here comes Reeb of the Eagles. Quick transition, Legacy back on D. Reeb, the give and go with McLean, leaves it short, gets it back, rejected by McCall, and a foul.
Tough call there.
McCall disagrees vehemently, And I think you disagree as well, Justin.
Well, I'd like to see a replay. I did see. I thought it was all ball there. Looked like a good block there by McCall. Unfortunately, there he gets called for the hack on the arm. I guess he must have hit his wrist.
Reeb will shoot a pair. Cans the first. His first point of the night.
Spencer Reeb is being looked at by a couple of Division II schools. So at 6'5", the senior, I mean, just a physical specimen out there.
Broomfield 3 of 4 at the line, and it's a 10-8 lead for the home team.
You know, if I'm Legacy, I slow the game down. Get your best shot, and unfortunately, get a turnover.
McLean with the steal and bucket. Alec McLean with 7 points, and it's a 12-8 lead for Broomfield. And here's where Legacy, even though it's early, they need a basket.
Well, you get it to your shooter there, McCall.
Ball in the corner.
There he is.
Ball goes baseline.
There's your open shot.
Hebel for 3, in and out.
Good shot there. That's a good shot. And that's all that Coach Johnson wants. Head coach for Legacy is just good shots. You don't have to take shots early. There's no shot clock here.
McCall the save, but Broomfield has it. McLean, shot was affected by McCall. He's been all over the court for Legacy.
Well, he's one of the players to watch. Ooh.
And Ball on the drive gets knocked flying. Kind of like a bug hitting a windshield.
5'5" junior. The little guy could take a little bit of a hit there. Take a lick and keep on ticking.
That foul on Dan Purse, who's 6'5". He's got a full foot on Nico Ball.
That might be a little bit of a height disadvantage there.
Pick on someone your own size, Dan. Dan is probably going to play college football. And we saw him, very good hands, receiver.
Yeah, speedy guy, ran a 4.6 40. You know, in college, they'll get you faster. You know, they'll bring it down at least a 10th. It was being looked at by UNC Greeley, also being looked at by Wyoming. Dave Christensen out there for the Cowboys. So a couple of nice programs, that a couple of good options there for Purse.
First free throw is made by Ball. Royer comes in the game for Legacy, replacing McCall. Gets a well-deserved breather. Jake Morris, a 6'3" junior, has entered the game, number 20 for Broomfield. Back rim. So 2 of 4 on the night from the line, Legacy.
There you go, 50% again.
Yep. And we've got a foul. On the call, Rob Patchett. Second on Ball. So Nico Ball is going to exit, and back in the game is Eo Mengist. Minute 34 to go in the first quarter. Broomfield a 3-point advantage. Jukala over to McLean.
Check out this motion.
Goes around a pick. Dangerous pass. Inside to McLean. No good. Ball is loose, and away comes Legacy. 2-on-1. Hebel goes the distance. No good, but a block.
Good call. Good call. Good call.
Crowd didn't like it, but that was a good call, Justin. No question.
Well,
I think it was Wilson was moving.
Yeah, Wilson's feet were still moving. He was backpedaling into the charge. So a great call by the referees there.
First foul on Wilson, team's 4th. Both teams with 4 fouls here in this first quarter. So Hebel at the line for the first time. Always a crowd silencer when you're able to hit that free throw.
Especially the first one. Usually that's the one that's a bit more nervous.
1 of 2. Again, 50%. Like clockwork.
Coach Johnson.
But it's a 2-point game, so 7 minutes in, if you're Gunnar Johnson, you have to be pretty pleased with your team.
Yeah, but you know, you're running into a couple of unforced errors right there. You know, just control the ball. You don't have to throw it so quickly ahead to your outlet. you got to make sure that when you're throwing an outlet pass, make sure that you have eye contact with the player that you're throwing the ball to. You just don't throw it out because he's ahead of the defense.
Foul is on Andrew Hebel, his first. Team's fifth. Under a minute to go.
Legacy playing in the zone.
Jukla, nice pass down low for Morris. And Morris has a basket off the bench. 14-10 Eagles. Mengis down the lane. The scoop. Got it.
What a great move by Mengis. He took the ball across half court, weaved his way through the lane for the layup. What a great move.
Broomfield did not stop the ball, and Mengis took it right to the basket. Wilson out to Jukala.
Yeah, there's 13 seconds to go. Broomfield should hold for the final shot in the quarter.
Crowd counting it down.
Watch the three-point shot.
Wilson, a lean in. No good. Good defense by Legacy as they did not allow Broomfield to get a clean shot. So at the end of one quarter, it's 14-12 in favor of Broomfield. And again, if you're Legacy, you're in this ball game. You wanted them to get off to a good start. Wasn't perfect, but they're right in this basketball game.
You're down by 2 on the road as the underdog. What else can you ask for? I mean, it's a great start for Legacy.
And one guy I've been really impressed with, Alec McLean. And you can understand why Legacy was a little bitter to lose him to Broomfield. McLean last year played for Legacy, and he's going to a Broomfield team that has state championship aspirations. Last year they lost to Sierra in the Final Four of 4A. Obviously it's heartbreaking when you lose, but they got spanked in that game. But it's a good experience. Sierra had a guy who's playing for the Buffs now.
Yeah, Wesley Gordon, a guy who's playing for the Buffs, my Buffs, as I would like to say. You know, CU was ranked last week when they, before they lost to Wyoming. But you know what? There's a lot of great talent out there. Again, Sierra, they lost in a championship game to a guy by the name of Josh Scott, who is the center for the University of Colorado Buffaloes, and he's doing very well out there in Boulder. So, you know, great experience, but when you get there to the Final Four, you need to take full advantage of that and come home with the golden trophy.
So Legacy will have the ball to start the second quarter. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams. I would not want to play basketball with you, Justin, because you played football at CU, a tight end, and you guys are a little too physical for me on the basketball court.
Well, I mean, besides me being 6'2" and, you know, 240, I mean.
With very little finesse.
A little bit of a bruiser there, I'll say that.
Down low to Purse, off his fingertips, out of bounds. So the ball will be going to Legacy.
If there's one thing that I've seen early and noticed from Broomfield is that they're playing a little bit, not too fast, but they're not playing under control, which is leading to a lot of turnovers. You know, the offense that they run, the motion offense, is a lot of cuts. So you want to get the ball there, you know, just to the hands of your recipient. But unfortunately, what's happening is that when they do the cut, when they're cutting, the passes are so quick and so hard that the guys aren't able to catch it, leading to a lot of turnovers.
Broomfield right now forcing Legacy far away from the basket.
And that's okay. That's okay. You just work the ball around, especially around the perimeter. Get the open shot. Remember, there's no shot clock here. You get the best shot you can.
And the ball goes out of bounds for Broomfield. And a timeout on the floor. And it looked like that time Broomfield changed up their defense.
Yeah, Broomfield went to a 1-3-1 zone, which what happens is you put a lot of pressure on the corners. And that's exactly what Broomfield has done to Legacy. And we're looking at the student section there. Look at those fans there. You have somebody there with a football helmet. My goodness.
Why no face mask? If you got to put the helmet on, go the whole way.
Look like a warrior there. Unbelievable.
Shoot, put on shoulder pads.
You have a guy here in a wrestling uniform. It's just awesome. Great scene again on a Tuesday night. Where else would you want to be? This is why high school basketball is so beautiful. You have a school night. You have an opportunity to be out there, cheer on your classmates.
You know what's interesting? is people talk about the expense of going to a sporting event, a professional event. You have parking, concessions are outrageous, tickets are expensive. Sometimes it's a hassle getting to and from. But every area has a neighborhood, a local high school. Very inexpensive to get in. Many events are even free. And shoot, what better way to support your town, support the kids, and you know they appreciate it. So support your high school athletics wherever you may be.
Exactly, especially on a game like tonight where you have a rivalry game. You know, Legacy and Broomfield just a couple of miles apart. Why not support these guys?
Dan Purse got it. Nice touch from the baseline. Purse now with 4 points, and it's a 16-12 advantage for the Eagles.
Yeah, Purse making a turnaround jumper over McCall, and you know Mitch McCall tried everything that he could, but again, there's that height advantage again. Purse, 6'5", senior, you know, gets great lift on that jumper. As we have a turnover here.
5-second call.
Yeah, ball's going over. Back to Broomfield.
Does it look to you, Justin, that Broomfield has turned up the defensive intensity a little bit?
Well, they have, especially in the second. In the second quarter, they have. And what I've also noticed is, you know, the defensive pressure leading to a lot of mistakes for Legacy.
Evan Keene in the ball game for Broomfield, number 15, 6-foot senior, averages 11 points, 8 rebounds a game, and a foul on the inside that will go against Legacy as Keene got knocked on the baseline. Penalty on Jacob Royer. Check that. It is on Hebel, his second.
Substitution for Legacy number 1, Nico Ball.
Couple of substitution men just coming out of the game for Legacy. Coming in is Tyler Gibson. But again, here goes the you know, the size advantage. You know, Gibson, 5'11".
Comes inside to Purse. Dribbles it off his foot, but he corrals it. Keene, hello there. And he dances down the court. And a traveling violation on Legacy.
Unforced errors, not what you want if you're Legacy. And this is a very important point of this game. Broomfield up by 7 to turn it up defensively. Legacy has to make a stand here. For the next 2 to 3 minutes, need a couple of huge stops, and there's one.
There's a steal. Outlet pass to Ball. Fadeaway J in the corner, no good by Gibson. And back the other way go the Eagles.
I don't like that shot. You have, 3-on-2, and you get a jumper, not a layup.
Reeb, baseline, hesitation, got it. Well done by Spencer Reeb.
Now would be a great time to call a timeout if you're Coach Johnson. It's clear that Broomfield is on a run. Actually, Legacy hasn't scored, a 7-0 run. Legacy hasn't scored this quarter.
Back to the 1-3-1.
Yeah, good time to call a timeout here.
From way downtown, air ball by McCall. Here's it from the crowd. Back the other way, Purse, no good, misses the chippy. Reeb the follow, and a foul on McCall. So the wheels starting to come off a little bit for the Lightning. It's a 9-point lead, the largest of the night for Broomfield, and Gunnar Johnson taking what I think is a wise timeout. With 4:52 to go, it's Broomfield 21, Legacy 12, and free throws coming for Broomfield. And Justin, this is our first basketball game. Later this month, we'll see a doubleheader. Broomfield against Holy Family, the women and then the men. I guess high school, it's the girls, then the boys.
Well, or young men, young women. How about that, huh? Nothing better than seeing more basketball here, and we're glad to bring it to you here on Broomfield Channel 8 television. And, you know, it's a pleasure to work beside you again. Did football earlier this season, and now we're back to base. Now we're here to basketball.
And, Justin, the pleasure is all yours. But have you been in the Holy Family gym for a basketball game?
I have not.
Okay, it is loud. Just a warning.
Okay. I'll bring my earmuffs.
I said loud, not cold.
Oh, well, hey. Cancels out the noise a little bit.
Spencer Reeb. Nice form. He's 3 for 3 at the line tonight, now with 5 points. 6'5" senior, averages 9 per game. Make it 6 points, and it's a 23-12 advantage. A 9-0 run here for the Broomfield Eagles.
I like the ball in Nico Ball's hands. He's number 1 as we have a timeout there by Mitch McCall.
Well, McCall traveled, and he knew it. He was disappointed in himself, not so much with the call, as Terrence Dunn for Broomfield calls out a play.
And that's the second unforced error. We've seen one earlier in the quarter in the backcourt of Legacy. We see one there by McCall. You know, if you're Legacy, you have to scrap here. You're down 11.
And a block.
Yeah.
Purse gets rejected by Tyler Gibson. 5'11", blocking 6'5".
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Put that in the personal highlight film of Tyler Gibson. And another block, this one up McCall on Purse, but the follow is good.
Again, another big man there.
Evan Keene.
Evan Keene, he's only 6 foot, senior, but has a lot of hops to him, getting the deflection there. Offensive putback.
McCall tries to follow his own miss, goes up strong and a foul. That'll be on Reed.
You know, the shots for Legacy, you don't see a lot of just form, you know, within the offense type shots. They're really struggling. As, you know, Broomfield's on an 11-0 run in this quarter.
Mitch McCall gets the first point of the second quarter.
If I'm Legacy, I'll be happy with the game around 8 points at half. So we look at Mitch McCall.
He has one of those 1958 haircuts.
I tried to grow out my hair that way.
And again,
work.
Legacy, they make one and miss the second.
Well, 50%, that's their number.
4 of 8 at the line tonight. That breaks an 11-0 run. And a nice driving layup with the left hand by Keene. He's got 7 points this quarter, 27-13. From the corner, no good by Gibson.
I like the shot there by Gibson, though. He was wide open, had a good look at the three-pointer, just didn't fall in.
Flying down the lane and missing the shot is Taryn McCrae, 6'1" senior, who snuck in the game. Did not see that substitution. In the corner, no good on the shot by Baum, followed by Gibson and a foul.
Good job by Gibson to get the air ball there, get the rebound, go back up for the shot. Unfortunately, didn't go back in, but you get 2 from the charity stripe. Let's see here if he can make 2.
Gibson wearing the glow-in-the-dark neon green sneakers.
Well, he sometimes gets lost on his way home.
This is the first.
Now, Bill, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would say Legacy will make the free throw here.
I think so, to stay with the 50% theme. He's got good form. And he makes it.
What do you know?
5 of 10 at the line tonight for Legacy. 27-14. Eagles with the ball and the lead. High post pass into the corner, and a long jumper is no good by McCrae.
Wow. Dan Purse just took the rebound over there. We have a traveling.
Jason Dupree doing his Rick Nelson impression.
Definitely.
Traveling man.
I think Purse earlier just took a rebound over Jesse Jacobson's head. Just literally. I mean, there's the height advantage there.
Nico Ball, number 1, that gets it over to Gibson, back to Ball. The ball is very quick. We'll see if he tries to penetrate this 1-3-1 zone.
Well, you know what? I would like the ball to be in Ball's hands. You know, he doesn't have to pick up the ball, though. But you know, Ball has to become a shooter. He has to become a threat on the offensive end.
Gibson no good, but the rebound.
Good pass.
The ball and laid in by Jacob Royer.
Good pass by Ball to Royer.
Royer with 3 points, and it's 27-16. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Legacy needs to close strong going into halftime.
Again, I'm a little bit surprised that Legacy hasn't gone down to a 2-3 defense, as you see it's still there by Gibson. Oh, and he gives it away.
He tried a little touch pass to Ball, so a miscommunication results in a turnover. McCall comes back in, replacing Jacobson for Legacy. And Wilson returns to the lineup for the Eagles. And Wilson has the basketball. 2 minutes to go, second quarter.
Broomfield throws the ball around a little bit. They have a man wide open.
Keene goes down the baseline. Bad pass in the middle, and it's stolen by Legacy.
Well, another steal on a cut.
Bomb for three. Oh, no good. We said at the top, Justin, Legacy, if they want to win this ball game, they have to shoot a high percentage. Not the case so far.
Strong rebound there by Jacob Royer. I like the rebound there. 6'3" junior.
Legacy just 5 of 23 from the floor. Make it 6 of 24. A two-pointer by Gibson. Tyler Gibson with 3 points. And a timeout. Broomfield, a 20-second timeout.
Coach Dunn wants to draw up a play. Have a minute, 13 seconds left to go in the half. What you can do is you can just take the last shot here. So what you want to do is make sure that you get a very good shot in your motion offense.
I hope not, though. Minute 13 to go. Don't play for one. Run up and down the floor. Were you Dean Smith? 4 corners?
Well, you know what? If you're Legacy, you want Broomfield kind of to use as much time as possible.
Now, if Legacy gets the ball back, I
Sure.
can see them playing for one. But if you're Broomfield, a chance to maybe bury a team before halftime, you try to do it.
Well, if you have a nice play drawn up, you put Alex Wilson in the corner, you use your motion offense, take the clock down to about 10 seconds, and you hit a big three. It's very demoralizing going into halftime.
Evan Keene, right side to Wilson, gets a screen from Jukala, and a foul away from the ball. And the foul will be on Mengist, his second.
Yeah, Mengist got a little bit too much of an even keel.
So that puts them in the 1-and-1 situation. Keene misses. He didn't take his time.
No,
he got the ball and it looked like it was a hand grenade. Had to get rid of it.
Sometimes you just want to take your time.
Relax. 10 seconds to get the shot off. Quick on the trigger.
Yeah, Legacy here should take the final shot. Careful pass there.
Mengist dances down the baseline. No good.
Ooh. A lot of body there, a lot of contact.
Wilson has it deflected and stolen by McCall. And the ball goes out of bounds off Legacy.
Oh, I don't know if they're calling a foul there.
Jacob Royer ends up in the lap of one of the young kids on the. Sometimes when you sit in the front row, you're going to get that. Kids laughing, it's cracking up.
Well, you're a part of the game.
Nothing like a sweaty ball player falling into your lap.
That's the beauty of basketball. The closer you get, you can be a part of the game, literally.
I believe those are the $2,000 seats here at Broomfield. So to the free throw line, Jacob Royer. He's 1 for 2 tonight, 3 points. Got the first.
But will he get the second?
I'm going to say no.
You know what? He will break the trend here. 28 seconds left to go in the first half. He'll break the trend. Here we go.
Yeah! Jacob Royer says, take that, Rogan. 27-20, so a little comeback here by Legacy before the break. Broomfield will likely play for one. Evan Keene up top, being harassed by Trenton Johnson.
Look at the defense. Look at the defensive presence there.
Skip pass to McLean. Keene, 5 seconds. Pass launched by Wilson. Oh, good. Excellent defense by Legacy. Broomfield could not get a decent shot. And so we go to halftime. Our score, Broomfield 27, Legacy 20, Lightning lurking.
Well, they're only down by 7. Down by 2 after 1 quarter of play, and this is everything that you want from Legacy. You weathered the storm of an 11-0 run to start off the second quarter. Now you look back up, you're going into half only down by 7.
So there's our score, Broomfield 27, Legacy 20. And we'll be back with the scoring totals and the start of the third quarter after this.
The schools taking part in today's event are part of the 340 member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators working for the common good of kids. We are CHASA.
Halftime score, Broomfield leads it 27-20. Legacy, they were led by 6 Mitch McCall points. Jacob Royer had 5. Tyler Gibson and Andrew Hebel each with 3. 2 points for E.O. Mengist and 1 point for Nico Ball. Legacy shot 6 of 25 from the floor, just 24%. At the line, 7 of 12, 58%. Broomfield, they were paced by Alec McLean and Evan Keene, each with 7 points. Spencer Reeb had 6, Dan Purse 4 points, Jake Morris had 2, and Chad Jukala had 1. Broomfield 9 of 31 from the floor, just 29%, and at the free throw line 5 of 7, 71%. So neither team shooting lights out, Justin.
Well, it's a defensive contest. Both teams are putting a lot of pressure on the defensive end, so it's expected.
Now I know you have a trivia question. How about we get to it at the first timeout?
Let's do that.
Okay. Broomfield will have the ball to start the second or third quarter. And on the floor, it's Keene, McLean, Reeb, Jukala, and Purse. Reeb for 3. Hello there. Spencer Reeb with the nice touch. And it's a 10-point lead.
Great pick there by Dan Purse, opening up Reeb for the three-pointer.
And a steal by McLean. 2-on-1. And Purse lays it in. Pretty pass by Keene. And a good start for Broomfield. Legacy, they open up with Hebel, Royer, Baum, McCall, and Mengist. 32-20 and a turnover. Again, poor communication that time by Legacy. And Gunnar Johnson doesn't like it, calls a timeout.
Yeah, well, you just want to settle down if you're a Legacy. And let's go into the trivia question there. And as we're bringing up on,
came up with this all by yourself.
I did.
All
right. George Washington great Chauncey Billups will be inducted into the CHASA Hall of Fame in January. Bill, how many high school championships did he win? Also, what year? As a freshman, did he win one?
Okay, I will say 95 and 96.
Okay.
And I will say he won 2.
He won 2. Okay, let's see the answer. There it is. He did win 2. One as a sophomore and one as a
what
junior.
years? That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, 95 and 96. You're absolutely correct.
Okay.
There you are. Look at you knowing your Colorado history, huh?
Trying to sharpshoot me there, Justin Adams. We got a foul, and it will be on Legacy. And that's E.O. Mengist, his 3rd. So he'll take a seat. Nico Ball back in.
Yeah, huge loss for Legacy there. Mengist is a guy who has, had a lot of, really can get the ball penetrated to the lane and so get a lot of layups.
Reeb is on fire. Drains a 19-footer. Spencer Reeb with 11. And Broomfield, like they did in the second quarter, jumping out strong. We have a foul on Evan Keene, his first, after the basket. A little shoving there.
Quick 7-0 run to start off the third quarter for Broomfield. Legacy needs a score here in the worst way.
And Legacy had just one 3-point field goal in the first half. That was from McCall. If they want to claw back into this one, I suspect they might need to hit a few threes.
Well, that's the guy to go to is McCall, as we have a three-pointer there just off the mark by Hibble.
McLean, no good. Ball is saved by Jukala nicely. Cross-court pass, Purse, got it. Purse now with 4 in this quarter, 8 on the game. And the biggest lead of the night for Broomfield, 16 points.
Broomfield had an 11-0 run to start off the second quarter. Oh, now a 9-0 run as Hibble throws the ball out of bounds.
Boy, turnovers left and right by Legacy. They're going to have to settle down here. Terrence Dunn, Broomfield head coach, patrolling the sidelines. Nico Ball with the steal. And he opts for the lay-in instead of the dunk. And he goes down hard, he's okay. I wanted to see the 5'5" junior slam it down.
Well, I think he got halfway up and realized that dunking was not an option, so he went for the layup. Big steal there by Legacy.
Keene down the lane, gets it to Purse, got it. That was a little too easy if you're Legacy. Broomfield 38-22.
Well, there's just a height advantage there for Broomfield. Very easy to get the ball down low to Purse, 6'5". It's an easy lay in.
Legacy, though, needs to stop the penetration, need to stop the ball. McCall down the lane, shot blocked by Purse.
Looked like he also got hit there on the wrist. Surprise, no call there.
Nice pass to McLean. Blocked, but a foul. Unselfish basketball by the Eagles.
Well, that's exactly what Coach Dunn preached within practice. As I said again, the last practice they went and didn't dribble. All they did was learn how to move without the ball. They did a lot of passing, and it looks like it's paying off.
Alec McLean leaves it short. He'll have one more. McCall comes out, and Jesse Jacobson back in for Legacy. Misses a pair. Broomfield came in shooting 85% from the line as a team. Now again, a small sampling, just 2 games. Keene out of bounds. Good hustle. Was also able to avoid a folding chair as well.
And also avoiding us. Someone's running to us, huh?
Not really, Justin. We're a little bit further away than that.
Well, you only have
I know you're a little jumpy, but I'll protect you if the ball comes up here.
Bill, I appreciate it. That's the thing I like about you. Thank you.
You know, for a football player, you're a little soft. Keene with a foul, the reach in. Keene had visions of taking it in for an uncontested layup. That was a good call. Again, our officials, Cody Fulmer, Jim Beers, and Rob Patchett. Second foul on Keene, team second.
Other than the lay-in by Nico Ball, Legacy hasn't had any points in this game. Good look there.
Baum misses the jumper. Can't argue with that shot, though. And Baum with the steal. Back the other way, 4-on-1. Baum takes it all the way. No good, and a charge.
It's a good call.
And
good call.
There's a case you come to a jump stop and you have 2 options. Actually 3, you could shoot or dish it off.
And Bill, you've been doing basketball for a long time. You know the rule is you take it down to the free throw line, you do a jump stop there, and you have your options. You look to your left, you look to your right. You either take the shot or you pass it off to a trailer.
Or you look one way, pass the other way.
There you go. Magic Johnson did it so well.
Oh, the look away pass, amazing. The best passer I ever saw, a little before your time, Pistol Pete Maravich.
Okay.
I saw a game one time, he was coming down, he faked with 2 hands, left the ball in front of him, just took the ball off the hands and hit it with his elbow to his right and hit a guy in stride for a layup.
Unbelievable.
Reeb, air ball. Keene bangs it off a Legacy player, off the leg of Nico Ball.
Yeah.
Clean play and a smart play.
Smart play. Broomfield keeps possession, up by 16 with 4:30 left to go in the third quarter.
Gibson comes in for Baum. Baseline inbounds to Purse. Tries to get it back to Keene, and they tie it up. And the possession arrow favors Legacy.
Jacob Royer getting his hands onto that ball. Ties it up, and the possession arrow goes to Legacy. And it's a huge moment here for Legacy. You need to get on a little run to keep yourself in this game. Actually get yourself back into this ball game. Only down 16.
Ball gets fouled. Keene on the infraction. It almost looked like Ball ran into his own man.
Interesting call there.
So Nico Ball to the free throw line. He's scored the only 2 points this quarter for Legacy.
Tyler Gibson was coming down to set a pick. Nico Ball ran into Gibson and then just threw up a shot and got the foul call. But you take whatever you can get if you're Legacy.
Ball 2 of 3 at the line tonight. He's got 5 points. Now he's got 5 points.
There you are.
38-24, Eagles on top. A little difficulty in the backcourt. Keene tracks it down. Headmans it to Purse.
Yeah, Legacy putting more of a full court pressure on.
Back to Keene. No basket. And we have a clear out on Keene. Threw out that elbow. And that's his 4th. Evan Keene with 4 personals. He looks distressed as he comes to the line. Puts his hands over his face in shame. It's okay. It's all right. Very angry. He's got to settle down.
Settle down, young man. You're okay.
Still in the ball game. He'll have to cool off for a while. That's all.
Huge 3.
Hebel can't get it. And Reeb with the rebound and bangs it off the chest of Royer. I've been really impressed with Spencer Reeb.
Well, Reeb is everywhere, getting his hands on every rebound possible. Also made a couple of 3-pointers early in the quarter.
He's got a nice shooting touch. McCray through traffic. Gets it ahead for Parker Erickson. Reeb out high. And the long 3 is no good by McCray.
Get the ball. There you go.
Nico Ball.
Legacy setting up in a zone. Ball has to become a 3-point threat. He's able to get down into the lane as their offensive foul there.
Gibson gets called. And they're getting really ticky-tack, I think, some of these. I always like the officials who call the game where no harm, no foul.
Well, it started with the tie-up, and the referees broke that up very quickly. Ever since then, they've had a quick whistle.
38-24, Broomfield by 14. Broomfield outscoring Legacy this quarter 11-4. And all 4 points by Nico Ball for the Lightning.
And again, if you're Legacy, you're only down 14. Get a couple buckets here. Get this down to single digits.
Reeb down the lane. No good, but a foul. And that'll be on Mengist, his 4th.
I thought Mengist was there in time.
So Mengist with 4. He'll go to the Legacy bench, I assume. Evan Keene has 4 for Broomfield. And Spencer Reeb with 2 free throws as Travis Baum is set to come in for the Lightning.
Haven't heard a lot from Mengist. He's been in foul trouble all day, but he's one of the better athletes on this team for Legacy. So it'll be important for him to stay out of his last foul, be offensive threat going into the final quarter.
Look at this perfect form at the free throw line. Why couldn't Shaquille O'Neal do this? Bend, fire, the rotation. Well, he didn't get the shot, but you know what I mean.
Because it's Shaq-tanimous.
1 of 2. But I mean, he just has nice form at the line. Very fundamentally sound player. McCall misses the 3. The offensive putback.
There you go.
Nice job by Jesse Jacobson. His first bucket
Jacobson, the 6'2 senior, getting the offensive board there, laying the rebound up for the 2 points.
Dumps it down low, interrupted by Nico Ball.
What a great job on help defense by Ball, coming down into the paint and getting the ball.
I once had a coach many years ago, Mr. Sachs.
Okay.
Dave Sachs. And he said, you want to score? Every kid likes to score. He would say, if you want to score, get offensive rebounds.
No. They're free buckets, Bill. I mean, if you can get an offensive rebound.
Like there.
Again, yeah, there you go. There's
Parker
your free
Erickson, his own rebound.
That's
41-26. Broomfield led by as many as 16 in this quarter. For three, no good.
Ooh.
That was Gibson on the attempt. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. McLean underneath, he shoved, but they say the foul before the basket.
Wow.
I don't know about that one.
Wow. Interesting call there. I thought it was in the act.
I'm not sure who they called it on.
Believe that might be McCall.
Well, it says 22. The official said 22. There is no 22 on Legacy. Now the one official says to the other, who's that on?
Well, you don't want to make up a number here. If it's on McCall, I believe he's in foul trouble already. Maybe they can ask us. We do have replay here. Or you know what? Maybe they can watch the replay of this game later on this week.
Didn't say it's on Jacobson. I don't see a number 5 out there. I guess he was just subbed out.
It was that phantom player.
McLean,
Oh!
shot rejected. Jacob Royer says, take that.
Again, the scrappy defense of Legacy.
McLean for three. Hello there. Alec McLean says, you want to block a 2? Fine, I'll hit a 3.
Wow.
He's got 10 points and a timeout by Legacy. Minute 43 to go in the third, and Broomfield pulling away 44-26. And you can see the replay of this broadcast Saturday at 5, Sunday at 6 p.m. Then Wednesday, 9 a.m., a morning special.
Sure.
I would encourage everybody to skip work and watch the game.
Exactly.
Again.
Play a little hooky.
And then Thursday at 9. And for all the information and goings-on in the area, just go to broomfield.org. I was on the website the other day, as you look at previous games for Broomfield. I was on the broomfield.org website. They have archived all our football games dating back several years.
Wow.
So if you want to overdose on high school football in the off-season, just go to broomfield.org and you can see the broadcast.
Sit back, relax, get yourself some popcorn, and make a day of it.
And if you do that, maybe you need a little psychological help.
There's always the fast forward button.
Broomfield still scrapping on D, not making life easy for Legacy.
Yeah, dangerous cross-court pass. Jason Dupree.
See Gunnar Johnson, bottom left of your screen, trying to rebuild this program. In the corner, Gibson blocked by McLean.
You know, Gibson will do very well with a pump fake. He's had that shot all day, but if he pump fakes, he'll have a better shot, even a layup.
Here's a steal by McCall, 2-0. McCall goes up and dunks.
Oh!
Mitch McCall has 8 points. McLean for 3. Hello there.
I'll see you. Answer back your dunk with a 3 right there.
McCall to Ball. McCall for 3. Side rim. Rebound tracked down by Baum. 45 in the quarter. McCall.
McCall one-on-one.
Out high to Baum. Drives down the lane. Too hard. Rebound by Jukala. Had to get it in once.
He might hit a three here. Oh, okay.
McLean's been hot. Feed the fire. He drives down the lane. Got it.
Wow.
Andrew McLean has exploded for 8 points in the last couple of minutes. He's got 15, and it's 49-28. Ball, nice pass. Underneath to Royer. Blocked by the bottom of the rim, but he's fouled.
Warrior fouled there by number 12, Parker Erickson.
It's his second. There's Chad Juklin, number 0.
Kind of like that.
You like that?
Number 0, Agent 0. I like that.
I don't like it.
I like that number.
No good by Royer. He'll have one more. Royer tonight at the line is 3 of 5. Gibson out. Jacobson will check in.
Well, you know what? This is something that Broomfield does a lot in the second half. Have the 14 advantage in the third quarter. Excuse me.
Misses a pair. Baseline jumper, no good. And that's it. Dupree missed there as time runs out in the third quarter. Our score, Broomfield 49 and Legacy 28. And that simply was a dominating third quarter by Broomfield.
Well, it's what Broomfield does. You know, in the first half, they have averaged this season so far 11 points. 11 points in the first quarter, 11 points in the second quarter. Then you jump to the third quarter. They've averaged 17 points in the third quarter. So that's their big quarter. They come out of halftime, and they really just explode. And you can see what happens with the three-pointers there by McLean. And, he's the reason why being a leading scorer, 13 points per game, 8 points in just a blur. And you can see, Broomfield, turn up the defensive intensity, get off to a quick start, just like they did in the second quarter. Now it's a 21-point game.
And that quarter, it was a 22-8 advantage for Broomfield.
Wow.
Leading scorers, Broomfield has 3 guys in double figures. Alec McLean with 15, Spencer Reeb has 12, Dan Purse with 10. Legacy, they've been led by 8 Mitch McCall points and 5 apiece for Nico Ball and Jacob Royer. So 8 minutes to go, and down by 21 points, Legacy. So they need to pull some sort of miracle here in this fourth quarter. But I think Gunnar Johnson wants them to play well and hope that carries over to their next game.
Well, I'll tell you what, it all starts on the defensive end. And Bill, anytime you're building up a program, you start off with one brick. You can't build a house in one day. You just want to make sure you place that brick as firmly and as perfectly as possible. And so games like this, times like this, when you're down by 21 on the road, you know, how will you respond? That's the type of brick that you want to lay down the foundation for the rest of the season.
Before that previous inbounds, Ball and Reeb were exchanging pleasantries, and they both were smiling, so.
It's a rivalry game. They both live in the neighborhood. So.
But they're having some fun. You like to see that.
Definitely.
Pass deflected away by Ball. I tell you, I've been really impressed with him. He's scrappy on defense. I'd like to see him maybe be more assertive on the offensive side as far as shooting the ball.
Well, kind of like Ty Lawson on the Denver Nuggets. You know, a guy that you want to see take a couple more shots rather than pass up the ball. And we haven't had the opportunity really to see the offensive game of Ball.
Keene, a wild try. Purse, the fadeaway follow, no good. Reeb can't corral it. And it goes, no, it stays inbounds. Keene tries it again and is fouled. So Evan Keene playing with 4 fouls, still aggressive on the glass, and he'll shoot a pair.
Again, the height advantage, we talked about it earlier, of Broomfield taking over this game.
Keene now with 8 points. Make it 9, and it's 51-28. Eagles on top.
There goes Ball, the speedster.
Ball is stripped. Getting his hand in there is Wilson, who thought he got all ball. The official says otherwise.
And you know what? That's what you could do. Use your speed to your advantage. You know, you caught Wilson off guard, sped right past him. You know, even though he hit the ball, he got some wrist. Now you're shooting 2.
So Nico Paul, 5'5" junior, 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, if you're going to be short, you better either have a great shot or you better be fast as lightning.
And Ball is fast, and he plays for the Lightning.
There you go. He knew that one was off. You got to wait for the ball to hit the rim. Fortunately, missed everything.
And whenever I see a guy who is short but gets a lot of minutes, you know he's a good ball player.
Sure.
Because if you're that short and you can't play, you're never going to play.
Exactly.
So when people say, oh, he's only 5'5", yeah, but he can play. I'd rather have a guy who's good at 5'5" than who's not so good at 6'8".
I tell you what, the Ball's their Legacy's best ball handler. And that's what's been shown in this game. Look at the passing. Oh!
Good heavens. McLean to Purse to Keene.
What great passing. Oh, my goodness.
(53-28).
You know, Ball is fast enough where he can get his own shot.
And the follow is good by Andrew Hebel. He's got 5 points.
Look at there, Ball diving for the ball. Look at him get down on the ground.
Keene takes it the distance, lays it in softly.
That's what happens sometimes. Oh, as you run the full court press, Keene gets the steal and the foul. Wow. Two great plays there by Keene. First, he starts off the last possession, taking the ball all the way down for the layup with the left hand, and then intercepts the inbounding pass. He takes the next shot up and gets fouled. That's a huge, huge turnaround, and that pretty much will seal it here.
Keene averages 11 coming in. He's got 12, make it 13. 57-30. Approaching 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Jacobson cut off, gets it to Hebel. The runner, oh no, followed nicely. And that was Royer. His second basket of the night. He's got 7 points.
Let's see what Ball could do here with the ball. Oh,
not much.
Yeah, telegraph his pass a little bit.
Keene pulls up for 3. Rattles around, followed by Reed. Got to put a body on him.
It sure does help to know that you could take a three-pointer and know that you have your 6'5" senior just come on down the other side of the hoop and just tap it in.
Baseline jumper, good by Hebel. He's got 7 points tonight. Keene, the alley-oop for Purse. Wow. Got it. Dan Purse with 14 points. And Justin, it's not for a lack of trying, but Broomfield just is physically superior.
Well, Broomfield, they're expected to get back to the championship game, and they have all the pieces in place.
Royer with the follow.
Yeah, they have the height, they have the speed, the ball handlers, the three-point shooters. There's one right there.
Hello there. Alec McLean. That is his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's got 18 points.
McLean took this game over in the third quarter. That 8-point just exchange that he had. After McCall had the duck, he just went off with his three-point shooting.
Foul before the rejection. Foul is on McLean. His second. So 18 fouls on Legacy, 7 for Broomfield. So each team now in the bonus. 2 shots though for the shooter, Jesse Jacobson. And again, the poor free throw shooting continues for Legacy.
Broomfield pulls out the majority of their starters. Everybody out of the game but Mr. McLean.
Got it.
Substitution for Legacy number 24, Nathaniel Weber, replacing Jacobson.
Ten of 21 at the line tonight, Legacy.
Full court press by Legacy. Nice job to see the Eagles break it.
Taryn McCray swings it left to McLean. McCray fakes, drives, lays it in. That was pretty. He's on the score sheet. First bucket for Taryn McCray. Came in averaging 3 points, 3 rebounds a game.
6'1" senior, excuse me. Guard there with a nice move on the baseline.
Pass is nearly thrown into the backcourt as Austin Salazar, number 31 in the game. Layup is missed by Baum.
Oh.
He bumps into our cameraman, who throws down the camera and is throwing haymakers. No. Which cameraman is that for us?
I don't know. Let's see if we can get a camera on that cameraman, huh?
Under 4 minutes to go. Broomfield in command. Pass deflected out of bounds. It will be Eagles ball.
Royer tapping the ball out of bounds. Good to see this team, Legacy is still playing hard.
Trenton Johnson comes in, replacing Andrew Hebel. Hebel exits with 7 points.
Now forgive me, does Johnson look a little bit like I don't want to say Justin Bieber or anything, but I don't know. Any type of look-alike there?
Hello there. Parker Erickson drains a 3. Okay, so you're saying that
Number 30, Trenton Johnson, he might not be Justin Bieber, but he's a Bieber-ish.
And a foul. All right, we'll see if we can get a close-up of number 30 on Legacy. Trenton Johnson, named after a city in New Jersey. Going to the line will be Travis Baum. I don't think he looks like Justin Bieber.
I think so.
You know, Justin Bieber does look like Brady Quinn.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. I knew you
I think a little bit.
See, I knew you would get at least one Notre Dame reference in this game.
There, number 30 on your left. That's who Justin says looks like Justin Bieber.
Maybe he doesn't. The hairstyle had. Good to see Mingus back in this game. And you know what? I think this game would be a little bit different if he was in the game and not in foul trouble. One of the better ball handlers for Legacy.
30-point lead for Broomfield. It was a 7-point lead at halftime, but the Eagles have dominated the second half. 2:44 to go. It was 14-12 Broomfield after 1, 27-20 at halftime, 49-28 after 3. And they have put on a show here in the fourth quarter. They've worn down Legacy.
Yeah, McLean with his three-point shooting really opened up this game.
Jason Dupree with the basket. In the corner, Salazar. No good. He follows his own miss and misses again. The rebound to Dupree.
Referees letting the kids play here. Ball's thrown out of bounds by Alex Wilson.
Legacy a 5A team, and with their lack of height, it's going to be a tough time.
You know what? If they could get into the double digits in the winning column, that definitely would be a good season for them this year.
Shot is blocked. That was Alec Jensen, 6'1" sophomore, getting some PT. And coming away with the rebound is Michael Riston, a 6'4 junior. As clearing the bench, Jake Morris in. So both coaches going deep into their bench. Reverse layup is no good and out of bounds. When you look at Michael Riston, number 30 for Broomfield, his uncle is John Riston, the head football coach at CSU Pueblo.
Wow.
They've had a great success story the past few years. Riston's shot is blocked, rebound by Salazar, and he will go to the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1.
Well, I'll take it a little bit even closer to home. John Riston was my position coach my first 2 years at the University of Colorado.
Did you think Colorado might consider him for the head coaching job?
I don't see why not. They may not be able to get Butch Jones. Butch Jones, reports have been out there that he's been offered a 5-year, $13 million deal from Cincinnati. He's already the coach there at Cincinnati, but, you know, I mean, CU may have to pony up a couple more bucks just to be ordered to get Jones.
Salazar missed the free throw and then misses the 3. Ball is loose. Scrapping for it. That's a backcourt violation.
Oh!
Morris was on his back, did not have court awareness. Now, I was surprised, Justin. I know you enjoy broadcasting these games, but
Sure.
I was very surprised that you turned down the head coaching position at CU. You were upset they were only offering you $10 million over 5 years. You were insulted, and you said you were not going to take the job.
You know, I would have took it if it was 10.1. But I tell you what, I have values, and you know, I have a family to feed at home, and
$10 million isn't going to cut it.
$10 million is not going to cut it.
What the heck does your family eat?
Well, you know,
Filet mignon for breakfast.
lunch and dinner and snack.
As you might surmise, it's not a close game right now. There's a long-range bomb, no good. Launched by Jensen. Salazar, he's been getting some rebounds. Jensen, the scoop. Oh, no good. Mengist. Baseline shot, no good. They're putting on an offensive rebounding clinic now, though. Give him that much.
There's a foul there on Wilson. It's good to see Legacy still scrapping.
There's Gunnar Johnson. To his left is David Lawrence, who coached Gunnar Johnson at Horizon High School.
Wow.
And David Lawrence, the only guy in Colorado to win a state championship with a boys team and a girls team.
Yeah, very impressive. Won at Horizon with
Yes.
the boys team, and then won with the girls team at Northglenn.
And 2 shots made by Jensen.
Yet again, just as a reminder, on the 21st, we will be broadcasting Holy Family, their boys and girls basketball game.
Holy Family Broomfield. So if you're watching this broadcast as the Broomfield students, they're going to sleep well tonight. They've exerted a lot of energy. But if you're watching this broadcast, if you can get to Holy Family on December 21st for that doubleheader, make plans early, get your tickets early. That's going to be very entertaining twin bill.
And my hope is that the Broomfield student section would be there also. Make that arena just louder.
Riston with the basket, and the crowd goes nuts. Riston, a fan favorite.
Just hear the crowd.
And going to the line will be Trenton Johnson. Foul was called on Jake Morris. His first, team's 10th.
There's Bieber.
I don't see it.
It's not there. You know what's funny? If one of his classmates sees the broadcast, they say, "Hey, guy was calling you Justin Bieber out there."
That was Justin Adams making that remark, not me. I'm off the hook this time. Johnson will have one more. No relation to head coach Gunnar Johnson. Free throw woes continue for Legacy. Final 17 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I love to see about Legacy. Time's running down, and they're still going hard after the basketball. Pressure defense. Something
5
to
seconds
build
left.
off of.
Broomfield will just hold it. And that'll do it. A 73-41 victory for Broomfield. Broomfield now 2-1 on the young season. Their next game will be Friday at Lewis Palmer, which is in Colorado Springs. Wow. That is not an easy game at all. And Legacy, they dropped to 2-2. And their next game will be tomorrow night, believe it or not, against North Glen.
Wow.
So back-to-back games. So they better get their rest, drink their fluids, and strap it on again tomorrow. Leading scorer tonight, Alec McLean had 18 points for Broomfield. Spencer Reeb had 14, as did Dan Purse. Those were the only guys in double figures, or excuse me, Evan Keene also in double figures. He had 13 points. For Legacy, they were paced by 8 Mitch McCall points. Check that, Jacob Royer had 9, McCall had 8, 5 points for Nico Ball, and those were the leading scorers for Legacy. So once again, the final score, Broomfield 73, Legacy 41. When we come back, we'll talk to the coach and our player of the game after this. Broomfield picks up their second win of this young season, 73-41 over the visiting Lightning of Legacy High School. Right now we're joined by Broomfield head coach Terrence Dunn. And coach, it was still a ball game at halftime, 27-20. Legacy was scrapping. What'd you tell your team at halftime?
You know, we talked about one of our keys for the game was 4 quarters of defensive effort. So we talked about how we needed to come out and keep plugging away. We knew that we could be better offensively on some of the things we were doing. We could be better with our swings. I mean, a little more patient offensively. I think our possessions in the first half were a little fast, and we all knew we could also tighten up things on defense, especially on the O boards. And I think we did a good job of that in the third quarter, and really were able to lengthen that lead.
Coach, take us a little bit through the X's and O's of exactly what you told your team and what you did in the second half to have the huge outburst that you did in the third quarter.
Well, we really work hard on. We really pride ourselves on our defensive effort. We really pride ourselves on being able to put pressure on the basketball, and we tried to really make sure that we were able to do that without getting fouls. And then we also talked about keeping them out of the paint. They were doing a good job of dribbling and getting by us on defense and opening things up. So we talked about trying to pressure them and keep them out of the paint and make them shoot from the outside and beat us from there. And we were able to get our hands on some balls, get some deflections, get some runouts, and get some easy baskets.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. It was great to see that. And also, you know, what does a win like this do? You have Lewis Palmer next game, a very tough team to play against. Sure. What does a win like this do as a tune-up going against Lewis Palmer next?
You know, we had 2 tough games Friday and Saturday, and we needed to get a game where we were able to be a little explosive offensively, and a game where we really could play well and walk out of here with a good win. I think we did that tonight. You know, we talk about how it's just game 3 of the year, though. We got a long way to go. We got a good opponent on Friday, and something we talk a lot about is about being easy to please and hard to satisfy. So we enjoy this tonight and then get back to work tomorrow.
Coach, we're about to talk to Spencer Reeb. What does he mean for this team, and assess his play tonight?
Spencer is such a tough matchup. He's 6'5", he can shoot the 3, he can put the ball on the deck. He didn't post up too much tonight, but he can do that as well. And he's by far our most talented player, and he's good defensively, he's good on the boards, and he was huge tonight. And what I really liked about him is that he had a couple tough ones, didn't get a call here or there, missed a couple shots, and was able to he was mentally tough and got right back on the horse and kept going. So.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see you at Holy Family. Right now we bring in Spencer Reeb. Congratulations, Spencer. Nice ball game, 14 points. And I must apologize right off the bat. I was complimenting your free throw form, and then you promptly missed one. But what do you think was the difference tonight in the second half for your team over Legacy?
We came out a little slow, and then Dunn had a good halftime speech, and that's what really I feel like that's what really brought it around.
Can you share a little bit what he said, or is it just for the team only?
Well, it was just about defense, and that was pretty much it.
Well, if it was only about defense, you guys exploded in the third quarter. What happened offensively?
Well, as they say, defense leads to good offense, and I just think that's what happened. We got out and pushed the ball, and I think that is really what the difference maker was.
Well, specifically for you as a player, going forward for the rest of the season, what type of things do you have to do to get back not only to the Final Four but to the championship game in 4A?
We really just need to improve our defense. Our help side is not that good, and our rotation isn't that good right now. And I think we can get better at that as a team.
Now, when you look at this team, do you dwell on last year? Does that motivate you, or is this a completely new season?
A little bit of both. I mean, we have the taste in our mouth, and we want to get back there. But also that season's passed, and it's a new team. So.
Well, looking ahead after your senior year, do you plan on playing basketball in college?
Yeah, I do.
Do you prefer basketball over football?
Yeah.
Who's the easier coach to play for, Coach Dunn or Coach Davies?
Probably Coach Dunn.
Well, Spencer Reeb, good job tonight. Congratulations, and we'll see you at Holy Family. At Spencer Reeb, our player of the game, 14 points, many offensive and defensive rebounds, and he's just got a smooth game.
Yeah, especially when you're able to use your height advantage to get the easy rebounds, the easy putbacks, and that's what he did today. And plus his stroke, like you were saying earlier at the free throw line. Yes, he missed a free throw. It happens from time to time, but he's the type of guy who has a great shot. And so, he'll be very successful, very important for Broomfield, a huge player.
And I would be remiss in not mentioning Legacy. They were outmanned tonight. They did not shoot the ball well, but it wasn't for a lack of effort. I enjoyed the fact that they scrapped the entire ball game.
And that's the one thing that you want to do. You want to lay down a brick as perfectly as possible. And this was the type of game that they did. Yeah, you look at the scoreboard and it's easy to say, well, they lost by a huge disparity. But you also saw a lot of great things from this team. They were in it at halftime, only down by 7. Had a little bit of a lapse in the third quarter, which expanded the lead up to 20 points. If they could just cut down on those mistakes, the unforced errors, this could be a team to reckon with.
And once again, our next broadcast will be a doubleheader, Friday, the 21st of December. Of course, tape delay, but that's when the game is at Holy Family, a doubleheader. The Broomfield girls and the Holy Family girls, followed by the boys game. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Another rivalry game. I mean, this is what we bring to you. Love games like this. And you were telling me Holy Family is loud. I'm excited to see that.
It is very loud, and we get in free. Well, that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Nice win for Broomfield over Legacy. The final score, Eagles 73, Lightning 41. So for our entire crew, along with Justin Adams, I'm Bill Rogan. Thanks for watching, and good night.